Welcome back. After Hour. Episode number 2. Nobody thought we'd make it this far.
No, they didn't.
No.
But
This
we're
is the
still
last
here.
one.
Yeah.
We had a good run.
Just kidding. I've been reading comments. Pleasantly surprised.
You guys
Yeah,
have been
thanks.
nice. You guys
Yeah,
have been
thanks,
nice.
thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. You didn't have to do that, but you did.
Yeah.
It means the world to Kevin.
The posting date's still up in the air. It might be Saturday going forward. You'll know because this will be out on Saturday if that is the case. But yeah, I don't know.
Would we even ask them for votes then? If say they mostly want Wednesday versus Saturday, should we just ask them or?
It's kind of up to where Brendan wants to post it. My only real drawback I just want to be out before UFC so we can occasionally talk and
That makes
recap
sense.
that.
So if it's Saturday, then that works.
Yeah. Saturday morning would be perfect. We do officially own the email address, the afterhourpod@gmail.com.
Yes.
I only had to pay like $6,000 for it. So worth it. You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, you know?
Can I read one comment? That's about you. It says Nick looks like he shoplifts at TJ Maxx.
I actually think we could roll these. This is one of my favorite segments. I would usually go like positive comment,
Right.
and something really mean about me.
Let's see.
I also look like I own a pizza shop and pay too much for stepped on Coke.
I like the pizza shop one.
I think it was all one. I'm a pizza shop manager that pays too much for stepped on Coke.
What is step?
Yeah.
What is
Like
it?
not pure cocaine, like
Oh,
baby
okay.
laxative and shit.
Okay.
Kevin knew.
I knew. I
didn't
love
know.
stepped on Coke.
Wait, have you ever shoplifted, Nick? Or anyone?
I have.
You
I
have?
I got
Before we
clean.
answer, where did that come from?
Shoplift at TJ Maxx.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the comment.
You remember 9
one's on
seconds
me.
ago?
That one's on me.
Oh my goodness, Nicholas.
You definitely shoplift. You
I've
look like a
done it before. Yeah.
shoplifter.
When I was younger.
I have
Yeah,
a
let's
teeny
hear Mark.
tiny quick story. When I was in high school, I got kicked out of my 7-Eleven. I'll keep my hand up through the whole thing. Because my whole lacrosse team would walk up to 7-Eleven and get Red Bulls. This is when Red Bull first came out, and all the other energy drinks. And we would go get a bunch of Red Bulls and put them in big gulp cups. And so me and the whole team walk up there, or like most of the team, we put them. We think we're so smart. Open them up, pour them in the big gulp things, and then throw them in the trash. And I was the one that got caught. And they pull out the whole trash can. It's filled with Red Bull everywhere. And so I got kicked out of 7-Eleven.
Damn.
You and Stevie Weeby both stealing Red Bulls.
I know.
They give them for free. All you have to do is see a truck and chase it down, and they'll give it to you. You guys seen those promo people?
Oh, yeah. So when you would go to that 7-Eleven with your friends who weren't banned,
I'd have to wait outside.
you'd have to wait outside. It's just can you get me a Charleston Chew?
Yep.
With their hands in your pockets?
Yeah. 2 Kit Kats, please, actually, and a bag of Doritos.
He put in an anonymous phone call, so they were all banned, and all had to go through it.
No, so they brought me into the back and had me watch the cameras of what I was doing. And I was like 16. I was sweating. I was I almost cried. I was so embarrassed. And so I got kicked out, and then I was able to go back once they had a new ownership sign, and I walked in like I was the king. I was like, this is the best day of my life.
Market was the most skeptical to join the pod, but he's already proving indispensable.
Yeah.
No,
That
I'm
was
done.
a good story,
Yeah.
and you made me think of 2 stories. When I was 18, but most of my friends were 17. We went to a casino, and a couple of them had fake IDs, and so we walked in together, fake ID, not fake ID. And the second group of people who walked in with a fake ID, they stopped him, and they took him into a back room, and he said it felt like Ocean's 11. It was all white, and they're like, this is visually and audio recorded. But he just kept lying and saying it was his ID, and they're like, oh, can we go search your car? And when they walked out, he just got in the car and drove away. And then so we got in contact with him, and then we just met him out, and he picked us up. I played about half hour for blackjack, and then I ruined my life.
That's your origin story?
I fucking love blackjack. Although we were playing poker and shit before that. And I never shoplifted really, but at school lunches, because we would get these cards that had like $60 and it was supposed to last like the entire month or whatever, but I would run out within like 2 weeks. So then had to get creative, either mooch off people. I went to a private school with a bunch of rich kids, and I was not rich. My grandma just begged the church every year so I could go. So a little mooching, and then a little shystiness. Like I'd put seven up in a water cup, a la Red Bull, or they had a value meal that was like taco pizza, and I'd get 2 and I'd combine them, and I put the smaller piece of taco pizza under one piece of pizza.
Yeah.
The stroganoff, you could combine those. Couldn't tell it was 2 value meals.
Yeah, I mean, stroganoff, I was asking for it.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Weigh out these portions, you idiots. So I owe my school thousands of dollars. One day I'll donate to them. I like that place.
You won't, but I never stole stuff. I was good.
Whatever, dude.
I was good.
Share a story.
I didn't steal anything.
You've never shoplifted?
No.
Ever?
No. I was just scared of getting in trouble. Plus, I had 3 older brothers. Like, I was more scared of them than my parents. But to your point,
they're like just
They're
good
strict?
leaders, and they would like beat you up. If you
I mean, they
shoplifted.
wouldn't beat me up, but they'd be like, dude, fucking get it together, man. And I'd be like, okay, fine.
That's nice to hear. You got some good role models in your life.
But also to your point about the fake IDs, I never had to like scrounge around or find a fake ID because I would just get their IDs.
Nice. And those are way more legit than my printed one from Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah. And we all looked the same, so it was easy.
I also looked like I was 12 until I was 25, basically. Like, I couldn't really grow facial hair until I was like 25, and no one was buying that.
Oh.
You ever see like a 20-year-old kid now, like how young?
Oh yeah, they look like babies.
Yeah, it's like they're like you think they're 14. It's crazy. But when I was 12, I thought a 20-year-old was like
oldest person on the planet. Yeah.
I bet Kevin, you
Chill, bro.
If there's one
Finish your sentence. Let's hear it.
If
I'm
there's
ready.
one person.
I'm ready. What's up?
I bet Kevin likes blackjack. Is what I was saying.
Yeah, I do. I love anything black. No, yeah, I had a little run. I used
Damn
to.
it, Kev.
But it's like, if you're stealing from a big box store, who gives a fuck? I would never steal from a mom and pop or any small shop like that. But like, I would steal like, I remember in high school.
Yeah, fight the corporate fat pigs.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. In high school, I would steal like football gear, like my gloves and cleats and armbands and shit like that from Dick's Sporting Goods, shit like that.
Don't make that shit prohibitively expensive if you don't want me to steal.
I would
it,
also
I don't want to be left out and be called poor. Okay?
I would also steal that shit for my homies on my team too. So it was like some Robin Hood type shit. So I'm basically a hero, is what it comes down to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
One time, kids in my high school, they ran it was like a legit fucking heist. They went to a liquor warehouse and they jacked it up with a jack. This is a year out of high school, and they stole thousands and thousands of dollars worth of alcohol, and then they just threw parties at their house, and you could like go buy a bottle for like $10 at the party. It was a pretty nice little setup.
I mean, for us, we would just go a town over to Bridgeport, and you could buy booze if you were under 21.
How? Why?
This is also a crazy deal too. It was
okay, nice.
25%,
right.
but they just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, it was just one of those towns, one of those cities.
Yeah,
they had bigger fish to fry in Bridgeport.
Such as
Crime, murder, drugs. Bridgeport was pretty bad. Still
it's
is, I'm
kinda
sure.
sketchy.
Yeah.
I used to go to Waterbury, which is kind of similar thing. You just go to the city, and there's a place called Fat Nick's. Again, I looked like I was 16. Just go in there, you just get like 40s, 30s, whatever before the party, and then he just didn't care. Doesn't card you. He'll even load it up in your car, and then you get to the party, and you just like start selling it to everybody.
That's it. I'm losing weight. I feel like you did that on purpose.
No, it's just pure coincidence. Realized that as I was saying it. Sorry.
It was discussed too, Nick's weight earlier in the show. Or before the show started.
Yeah, there's
Nick,
some comments.
Nick, you're fine,
What were
dude.
the comments?
I know.
I wasn't
Let's
here
get
for
some
that.
chips.
I've just been skinny my entire life, so even having a little pudge I don't like it. My girlfriend had her hand on me in the dark the other day, and she goes,
The dark.
In the dark.
she goes, "Is this your front or your back?"
Oh no.
Yeah. So.
I like
Wait a minute.
the addition of in the dark.
Yeah. Well, because if it was light, she could see. Wait. So was it your front or your back?
It was my back. It was my shoulder blade.
Oh,
Real
no.
soft shoulder blade. Yeah.
No, that's your shoulder.
It's,
I think she's hard of feeling.
turn off the lights. New game.
New game. Front or back? Is this my front or my back?
What was that email again?
theafterhourpod@gmail.com.
There it is.
Just whatever you want to do. One thing I wanted to do last week when we were getting to know Casey, Mark, and Kevin was watch a little highlight tape from Kevin's high school career. And not his football career. He got in fisticuffs.
Yes, I did.
What, like a street fight?
Straight up street fight.
On video.
Meet at the park.
Oh, really?
Sundown.
That's awesome.
Let's see.
Let's see here.
This is
Which one are you?
wait, okay. Start
Damn,
from
this
the
is
beginning. Give us a little background. What happened between? I don't know if you actually told me. I think I guessed that it might have been over a girl.
No, not over a girl. I don't think I've ever
Over a
fought
guy?
Over a girl. Yes,
Had
no.
to. Had to.
It was silly. This was high school, maybe junior year, or maybe the summer going into senior year. But it was just like our high school football teams were rivals, and we were just talking shit to each other on Facebook, and we were just like, all right, let's meet up and fight. It was dumb, really dumb.
I
Yeah.
love it.
But it was good because
You
you
whooped
need.
his fucking ass.
Well, that's one part, but you need fights. You
Yeah.
need to fight as a kid. Like, you don't know who you are until you get into some fights.
Or you could use your words,
that's what I
but
always
let's take a look.
Casey seems like he's doing pretty well. Didn't really
Oh,
Wait, this dude was a good wrestler too, so I knew that going in, so I had to really like prepare.
Knees and
Wow.
uppercuts, baby.
Honestly, I didn't. Yeah, well, I'll let you watch.
Keep your feet. Keep your feet. Straight punches.
goes in for the single.
Oh man, great get up, dude.
Oh, nice,
And punching still.
dude.
Fight, baby. Let's go.
Are you tired yet?
Hold it on. Hold it on.
Oh, that overhand right got him.
Dang.
He's just spamming. It's like
Yeah.
Can you turn down a little?
Come on, man.
Oh!
Dang.
Damn, you can fight, Kev.
A little bit, you know.
Wow, nice.
That was good.
A buddy of mine, he was a lot stronger than me, like really good track athlete, and he was like a little bit of a bully, but like amongst your friends and shit, and he just always like give me shit. And so like we planned a fight one time because I was very small, but like I don't know, just fucking. You texted me, probably run your mouth somewhere, you know, it's mouthy, like whatever. I'm like, okay, let's fight. And I watched some. This was before I watched UFC, but I watched some before it, and I was like leg kicks. Even now, like they say, like, oh, leg kicks really popular, but this was like 2005,
Yeah, no one threw
and people were,
kicks.
but there were like even watching it in the fights I was watching, like I was like,
Wait,
oh,
I forget. You're still a lot younger than me. So
yeah,
never
yeah.
mind.
But this is like 2005,
Yeah.
so like everybody says like Benson Henderson was one of the first ones, but I saw him do leg kicks. So we planned we were going to do 3 5-minute rounds. We start maybe like 20 seconds in, I attempted to leg kick him, and I can still feel it. I missed, and I kicked him in the dick. And I literally could like feel his dick between his thigh and my foot, like just crunched it. We finished out the round. I finished out on top. I was dropping some bows. We were both dead tired. In the middle or after that round, he threw up blood, and we just called it.
Yeah.
Cops will be here in a minute.
No contest. No contest.
Wow. Yeah.
And then
Kicked him in the dick and he kept going.
we took like a little break at that
Okay.
moment.
Wow.
And then we started again, finished the round.
Should
and-
just kicked him in the dick again immediately. Just keep kicking him in the dick.
yeah, I didn't get a warning.
Fucking Herb Dean.
And then I've had 2 other instances where someone punched me first. One time I was a senior and it was a junior, or it was a sophomore, And this kid kind of got like picked on a lot, and it was after school, and everybody was trying to dunk, and like this guy went and he missed, and we're going around, and it was this sophomore's turn, and I threw the ball to him, but he wasn't looking, and it hit him, and he just assumed I did that on purpose and threw it at him, which was a fair assumption, but really wasn't. I was just throwing him the ball, and he just came up and punched me in the face, and like there was a lot of people in the gym. It was like stunned silence, and I just started like walking towards him, and I like backed him up, and I gave him a 1-2, and I broke his nose.
Oh, nice.
And then I went down and apologized as he was cleaning up his blood because I didn't want to get in trouble, and I still got in trouble.
Damn.
And then another one? There was a third one?
There was a time at a college party where like there were like two girls like hanging out, and like I asked this guy if he could take a picture with him. We were like, I was trying to flirt and shit, and he must have been with him, and he punched me, and then
Everyone's punching you, dude.
and then I punched him back, one punch, and I also broke his nose, and he
What?
sprayed blood all like on the wall. It looked like a Jackson Pollock painting, and it was his friends at this house party, and they like were gonna kick me out, but I was like, I'm not drunk. He punched me first, and I got to stay.
This is random, but did you know when like if blood sprays on the wall, it's called blood spatter and not splatter?
I didn't.
Isn't that fucking weird?
Are you sure?
I'm like 99.9% sure.
I've only heard splatter. If
I've
it's
heard
spatter,
splatter,
then
it's spatter.
that's a revelation.
It's spatter.
He's correct. It's spatter.
What the fuck?
Can you read the definition?
I just Googled blood spatter or splatter,
Ah.
and it said the correct term is spatter.
Did Grammar Girl come up? She's one of my favorite go-tos for these type of
No,
controversies.
never heard of her.
I just went to look
Mignon
at...
Fogarty? Do you know the Grammar Girl? Get
What's
the
her
fuck
name?
outta here.
What is-
Mignon
Get her on the
Fogarty.
pod.
I just went to look it up because I was nervous that was taking too long. And the last thing in my Google search is Taco Bell menu.
Amazing.
Nice.
But you don't need the menu. The quesadilla is all you should ever order from Taco
You're right,
Bell.
but I like the Fiesta potatoes too, and they're always doing stuff. I like to see what they're. I probably get Taco Bell once a month, but I still like to know what they're up to.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
They're crazy with it.
Yeah,
But have you ever heard the Jim Gaffigan joke about Taco Bell?
everything's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's beef, meat, cheese.
What's a tostada? It's a tortilla with meat, cheese, or vegetables. What's a gordita? It's a tortilla with meat, cheese, or vegetables. What's a... Listen, lady, it's all the same.
Yeah, we said
Classic Jim Gaffigan
Yeah.
Comedy Central presents.
we said we saw it.
I don't think everybody else saw it. Chin, I'm assuming you've been in some scraps.
Yeah. I mean,
Care to elaborate?
All right, thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
which ones do you want to hear about? Like,
Your favorite?
Any of them?
Wait, how many have you been in? That's the question.
I'd say for like an average person, I had like 10-ish fights.
Yeah,
And then 3 times I got jumped. So that's not really, a fair fight.
you're right.
I'm trying to think of like one of the best ones.
Were these like planned? Like we're gonna fight?
Always at when I was in high school and in college, I did planned fights.
I love
so we
it.
would meet outside the campus and we'd just fight.
What were the nature of the beefs that led to the fights?
One of the dumbest things in the world was someone was walking behind me on campus and accidentally, hit the back of my heel, right?
Kevin almost fucked me up for that today.
But I mean, like, imagine just a
He's
little,
not
a little,
kidding.
a little hit. So I just turned around. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he just gave me like that. And then I was like, fuck it, let's meet after school. Let's go. So we went to it's called Thornton Park by Saddleback High School. We walked all the way down there and we just fought there. And that's what I was saying, like, with the leg kicks. This is like in the 90s, right? I was in high school in the 90s. The UFC just barely came out. And every time I fought, I never knew about leg kicks. So I fought another dude who was a rebel. Do you guys know what those rebel guys are?
Like a rebellious teen?
They dress like they're like, they have slick back hair.
Like a greaser?
Greaser, yeah. But they're all Mexicans. So they're a bunch of like rebel gangs. And this guy I fought, for the first time
Were you a jet
ever.
and you fought a shark?
I was not a rebel, dude.
When you're a jet for life.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
Maria!
But it's crazy because they were all Mexicans, and they, but they had the same thing, the cigarette and the whatever.
They really did that.
They did that. They acted like they were living in that era. But one of the guys I fought, for the first time ever, we're fighting, and then he threw a leg kick, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "That's like almost like you're cheating. You're not being like You're not a man for throwing a leg kick.
And then you were like, stay gold, pony boy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, here we go.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
So did you ever implement kicks into your fights?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Kind of a missed opportunity there.
I didn't fight much after that.
Do you have hands? Would you say that you have hands?
You want to find out, dog?
Yeah, I kind of do.
I'm kidding,
Let's
dude.
find out.
Let's watch Chin and I's fight.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've always wanted to do like a fight companion on this 1 minute fight.
We were just like, the thing is, we're not trying to hurt each other, so it's just kind of like,
yeah, we weren't.
and our heads are high, like,
There was one time in this video where like Chin missed, and I was like, I'm about to fuck him up, and he backfisted. I was like, I got him.
Nick, how do I get to the thing?
Bring up just Chrome and go to my Instagram.
But Nick, you rocked me, and I don't think I've been rocked much ever when I fought. But you actually, I felt like, oh shit, I'm kind of like, not 100% right now.
It was so funny because like Chin was very tentative, didn't want to hit in the head, and I just gave like he like punched me in the body a couple times, and I just lightly gave him one to the head, and he's like, okay, it's on.
Oh, he got you there.
Did I have a shaved head?
Oh, that's when I rocked him.
That's
Good,
probably
that's
what hit
good. Good head.
I just go forward, fight like a Mexican. That one I got him pretty good too.
It's
Here's
so
what,
embarrassing looking back at this dude.
here's where I thought I had him.
Because
He back-fisted.
all the way down here.
Dude, Nick with the head shake.
Before I knew you, I thought you had a mouth guard in, but that's just how your mouth.
I was very tired. I told myself going in, keep jabbing, keep jabbing.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Dude, it looks like you're going to get knocked out. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll watch it one more time.
That was good.
He was fucking me up.
I don't think so.
But just like you kept making contact.
That one must have been the one though.
I mean, I feel like when you're boxing, Chin is your head is such a large target.
I know.
I mean,
I
neither
was
of
so
you.
excited here when he misses.
Yeah. Right here. Boom.
This is my. Those good times.
Was that during your weight cut? It is, right?
That was the day I weighed in. I
Wait, do you
just
see that-
lost 28 pounds.
You see that comment, producer on producer crimes?
That back fist is the funniest thing I've seen all day.
Are you even allowed to backfist?
I don't think so. I think it was just purely instinct.
Point Chin.
Yeah,
Draw.
I know.
Yeah.
Draw.
It was
Yeah.
draw.
He won 10-9, but the commission has ruled.
Yeah, it's
That was so
overturned.
funny.
Wow. Yeah. Run it back.
Run it back.
And Nick said he wants to do like an actual pay-per-view.
Of course. Nick's his own fucking
We
Don
made
King.
$60.
I miss what Mark says, but I'm assuming it was funny.
I said we made $60.
As long as I can cover the next UFC pay-per-view with it, I made enough. How about that logo, huh?
I like
Love
it,
it.
man.
I love it. But yeah, the $60 would come from like Brendan or Brian just being like, look, we just gotta help you guys.
It
out.
comes from us having to watch our own stream, paying for it.
Oh man.
Mark, no fights.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to assume.
None
You're
in
just
like
a calm guy.
Mark used to be, not that you're not in good shape, but Mark used to be like
Thank you.
our guy who was jacked and had a truck. He was like, if you're moving, you call Mark. If you're maybe in a squabble, Mark will back you up. He was like jacked.
Do we have any
yeah,
jacked
watch out,
Mark
guys.
pictures? I'd love to see a picture. No homo, but
I'll find a photo. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
yeah, we need.
Maybe we can display it right now.
Were you just naturally jacked?
No, I went when I went
lifted?
to. We both went to Central Connecticut, and my first year there, I hated it. So all I did was like work out.
Just like prison for you.
Yeah, it was dumb. I didn't. All my friends were like a year younger, so back home, like still in high school, except for like our friend Mike, who's in my grade. and I just didn't want to be there. So I just was like always working out in between classes. So
Made Casey
I was also like
bitch.
taking like creatine and all that shit. So I was kind of just like water weight as well. Because like once I stopped doing that, like I got like tendonitis and stuff. So once that happened, I just like shrunk. But fights wise, there's none in particular, just like random scuffles at like a football game or
And
like
you're
a
just
Friday
jumping
night football
into
game.
Support.
But hold on.
Yeah, and it's just like kids being kids. Like someone fights, you see the opportunity to jump in, and you just jump in, and you're like, "Fuck that kid! Let me just jump in and hit him." But we said just like every town would have like a rival town, and the movie theater was like in their town, so like everybody would go to the movies back in the day, and so kids would like meet up and fight at the movies. And there was like sometimes there was like one time in particular, kids rolled up like with their trucks like hanging up, like felt like a movie. Like kids roll up in the back of the trucks, have like baseball bats and shit, and they show up to the guys with the slick back hair and everything. And like these two towns just like scuffled. That was one.
The greasers and
But
the socials.
nothing like me one-on-one people really to point out.
Okay.
There was a scuffle at your apartment. Do you remember that?
I do. I was preoccupied during that time.
What were you
I
doing?
was
Literally in the complex.
and no, like all of our friends, we had like, I think the Rhode Island kids were in town. Yeah. So
this is a blading.
The Rhode Island kids.
actually, yeah, yeah. So just like skaters would come and crash, and we'd film and skate all weekend and stuff. And there was just like a party at the college, and there was like, what would you say, like 10 of us?
Yeah.
10 of them, and it was just like I wasn't there. I was with a lady friend.
As he said, preoccupied.
While everybody was fighting, I was loving.
That was a sick move.
And but yeah, people were getting. There were some soccer kicks.
Yeah, it was
involved,
crazy.
like,
that whole
shit,
area.
Yeah, it was wild. I didn't see it.
Most people listening will probably not know the area, but like Central, there's like a whole like.
Is Central's the college?
Yeah, Central Connecticut State University, like in New Britain, Connecticut. But there's like this little complex of apartments, and there'd always be like parties and like people walking between the apartments. So it'd be like on a Saturday night, it'd be like kind of chaos because it just feels like it would feel like a Nashville kind of thing where everyone's just like walking around, or the main strip area or whatever. And then just naturally there'd be like fights because people get drunk and like talk shit. Of course. And that's what happened. So there was like broken glass in his apartment and like all this crazy shit.
I'm fine.
He doesn't know. He's none the wiser.
You mentioned Nashville, and that was like one thing. I was just there this weekend, and that was like one thing I was like pleasantly surprised at. Like Broadway is the strip you're talking about, and like people are just getting so fucking hammered. But like I didn't not see like any aggro-ness or like people getting in arguments. It was like, I don't know. It's like just one of those things like everybody says online. It's like everybody's like at each other, but people were just having a fucking good time. And the Packers were in town, so like there were more Green Bay fans there than not. Like the amount of merch that Green Bay Packers make is insane. Like Hawaiian shirts, different types of hats, overalls. Like it was crazy. It was honestly the best weekend I've had in a while. It's a really good time.
And you went to the game, no?
Yeah, went to the game on Sunday. That was great. They dominated, but holy fuck was it hot. You can see how red my face is.
Yeah.
It was, there's no other situation where you would choose to sit in that heat under the sun for 3.5 hours, but it was a blast. It was a blast.
Sad.
Then I met Mark Cuban.
Oh,
that's this past weekend will be out already.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
How was he? Did you guys have any type of?
He was he was cool. I got a pick with him.
Did you pitch him any business ideas?
Theo pitched him his dog collar that allows dogs to sing melodically with each other when they howl.
Sure.
He's like, because I got this dog down the street. So yeah, that was the one. He's very pro Kamala.
Mark is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty active on Twitter about it.
Yeah, lately. I think he might have like a cabinet position or something.
Maybe.
I just recently deleted my Twitter. Well, didn't delete like my account, but I deleted it off my phone because I was on my For You page, which has
It's
gotten
rough out there.
It's gotten progressively more violent, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, I could handle that. But I saw a dog get shot, and I was like, I know that your algorithm is catered towards you and what you like, but there in no world would I want to see that. So the fact that it's giving me that, I'm like, I don't want something in my phone that could expose me to that. So I'm like, I'm out. I haven't been on Twitter in like 2 months.
When it first like changed with Elon, I was getting a lot of that, like people dying, but I would say like not interested, and it did clean it up, and I don't see that anymore. There's like a couple, like Fight Haven had to mute it, even though I think they follow me, but so it hurt. But just got rid of those, and it cleans itself up over a while. But yeah, I was not like one of the like Faces of the Death and shit in like high school. I hated that shit.
You still watched it though, right? Because
No.
You didn't.
Face of the Death?
Yeah, like not even one.
No, the only thing I ever saw that like really fucked me up was that one guy who was like kidnapped by the Taliban, and they like
Cut his head.
yeah.
I saw that too.
Woof.
And it's just not how you think it would go down.
No.
It's more of a gristle.
Look at how he's reacting. 2 girls. No, but
Yeah,
you should
I remember
see
seeing that back like I don't know if this is like a recent one, but like back after 9/11
Yeah,
happened.
this is the one I was talking about.
It was like his name was like Nick something.
Yeah.
I
I
think.
think it was Fat Nick.
God damn it, Mark.
Yeah, that
Fat Nick.
was traumatizing. That's bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah, so
He's
off
like, he could
Twitter.
have used
Anyway.
a few pounds.
Anyway.
The human who had weighs 8 pounds.
Yeah, off Twitter, deleted TikTok. I just want to be on my phone less in general.
It's commendable.
No, don't look that up.
Yeah. I don't want to watch that. We just discussed how we
We're
want
saying
to
how
watch
we
it.
Nick
don't
Berg.
want
I just
Nick
wanted to
Berg.
say his name. That's all. Nick Berg.
Yeah,
Berg.
that's the one.
That's all it was.
Yes, that is the same one. So that affected you the same, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, at that time, it's crazy. I was in high school when that all that happened, so it's just like wild shit to see.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like I don't know. Is that like pre-Twitter
Yeah.
time?
2007 is Twitter.
That's
That was
like early
2002.
YouTube. So like all that stuff is like when you're starting to see those things pop out on the internet, or else you probably would never see that stuff.
Except those kids who had those Faces of Death in VHSs.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It was just people dying in horrific ways, like hit by a train or some shit. I don't even know. I didn't watch it.
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Never seen it still to this day.
I saw it.
I saw it.
I didn't. Well, would never watch. See, I would rather watch the beheading. I'm not even kidding, dude. Because I'd be just too disgusted. By
I
seeing
literally,
shit.
I literally
Yeah,
just
gross.
heard that was fake. That was
good.
not
I heard too.
shit. I
Oh,
just
good.
heard that.
Oh, tremendous.
Yeah.
What a weight lifted off my shoulders. We
win.
showed that to my college roommate, and like the whole thing is like your reaction to it.
Of
Like
course.
there's people, the video is just them reacting to it. We showed it to him. He didn't bat an eye, no reaction. And we were like, yo, he's fucking crazy. Like from that point on, like
Yeah.
we didn't really fuck with him.
I need to
Honestly,
move out.
that type of shit doesn't get me.
Elite dog.
That type of stuff doesn't get me. I don't know why.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Is it?
You're
like
vomit.
vomit?
You're desensitized.
Yeah.
Probably.
What do you mean by
that.
that?
Just there's so much stuff on the internet that we're just like, it doesn't phase us anymore.
No, I know what you mean, but it's never really like throwing me off. Like vomit, shit,
Yeah.
all that kind
Can
of
you
stuff.
watch like surgery videos and stuff?
Dude, I hate when that stuff comes on my feed. You see like someone get nose surgery, or like people pulling earwax out of your ear.
Oh, I don't like
love
that.
that.
I don't like that.
I
I
don't
watch
watch
that.
popping
I
shit
don't
too.
watch
Like,
that at
I
all.
cannot
Yeah,
stand
pimple
that.
popping,
Yeah.
gross.
Ear,
Thumbs down.
earwax extraction. I watch those videos for fun. I like it gives
No.
me like a satisfaction.
Well,
didn't know
now,
this was a
now I'm
genre.
gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it to my phone.
You will.
Thanks, guys.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
When he said desensitized, and you said, "What do you mean by that?" Was it the message you were
felt a
confused
little
with,
bit
or
triggered.
you didn't know the word? It's cool. It's just us.
Yeah,
honest.
it was the
Space.
message. I know what desensitized
Okay.
means. Thank
All right.
you.
All
Thanks
right.
for clarifying.
All
I
right.
I'm
appreciate
just gonna
that.
Google it real quick.
Yeah, if you see something or experience something so often, it's like
I had
just
an
becomes
interesting
normal.
riot date the other night.
Yeah, let's
that
hear
I want
that.
to get you guys'
Oh,
opinion
yeah.
on.
Definitely wanna hear that.
I just want to know where I went wrong in this
Oh, here we go.
situation. So I'm on Raya. I match with this girl. She's in town for one more night, so she leaves the next day. We agree to we agree to go out, and while we're talking about
a single cam show, fellas.
No way.
Oh,
We've never experienced this before.
we have the whole episode.
On that,
Yeah.
we don't have them.
It's gonna be an audio only pod.
Damn.
Start from the beginning.
No.
It's okay. We had a good run. It's just fun to talk to you guys anyway.
Apologize, fellas. It will eat at me for days.
Is it rolling on them now?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Woosah.
so your day. Let's talk about your day. It's gonna be a
Okay.
short pod.
I'm gonna.
No, that's all going to be in it.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll just go
going.
black screen every time.
Anytime he talks.
Damn, Jen, that's how you feel.
What? I'm talking about Marcus, man.
Oh, okay,
Come
okay.
on, dude.
Anyways, yeah. So the date. So we're on Riot talking. We both seem fairly interested. I can feel that she's interested. So, like, she tells me she's only in town for one more night. She lives in Berlin. I'm thinking, okay, so we're gonna go on a date, but what's the end goal for both of us here? Like, in my head, I'm thinking we're gonna hook up, probably, right? So I try to like get out in front of that and basically insinuate that that's what I'm interested in. Like, hey, let's go get a drink, but after the drink, how about we go back to my place? I ask her that, and she's like, okay, maybe. We'll see how the drinks go.
Yeah, time out. This is before you even initially
is
met
before-
up, and you're saying
Yes, I
drinks
said-
and then my place?
Yes.
Okay, a little presumptuous. Continue.
It is, but if you're not even open to that being an option, then let's not meet, because you're leaving and you're going back to Berlin. So what's the point? So I just want to put that out there as like, that's kind of the goal for me. And if you're not even
Yeah.
interested in that at
You're
all,
still gonna
Okay.
give him room to back out.
Yeah, I mean, from her point of view, that's already a turnoff. Because
I've had-
It's the
I've
same
had
thing
plen-
if a girl was like, I'm gonna sleep with you. I mean, it's probably different for guys. We're
yeah, I was
probably
gonna
just
say, who?
yes.
What girl is this? No.
Yeah. But that's assuming like you're just down or that she's down. It's like, well, you gotta see. Let me
all
see
right,
you
so
first.
she takes the date. You guys are having a drink.
We're having
Where'd
a
it go
drink.
wrong?
What'd you say?
Where'd it go wrong?
Well, we're having a drink, having a good time, good conversation. After we finish our drinks and we're kind of just still talking a little bit, like we can kind of feel both of us like waiting for the next one to like make the next type of move. So I'm like, do you want to come back to my place? She kind of hesitates a little bit. We start talking a little bit more, and then I bring it up again, like, what's the plan? Like, are you gonna call it a night, or do you want to come over? And she's like, yeah, I'll come over. So she follows me over to my place. We're hanging out on the couch. I'm trying to get things popping because why are we here at my apartment if you're not trying to get things popping? So she's basically not giving me that much rhythm in that area. She's like, I think I'm good. So I'm just like,
She's like,
what
nine!
yeah, right. She was a Persian German girl. Very interesting. But anyways, I'm just like, huh? She's Persian. Anyways, I'm just like, why would you come all the way back to my place? It's cool if you just weren't feeling it during the drinks, but if you weren't feeling it during the drinks, don't come back to my place and not want to do anything. I don't get what the point of that is. You're going back across the world in the next day, and we just wasted both of our
What
time.
moves did you do when she was actually on the couch?
We're on the couch watching a movie.
Yeah,
I
what
put
did-
on
what-
I
what
put
did
on
you do?
Super Bad. Classic.
Great.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
And-
it's date rape film.
Just lighten the mood, you know? So I'm like, do you want to lay down? Because my couch is like really close to my bed. I'm like,
Do you want to lay down? Because
do you
it'd be
wanna lay
easier
down?
for me to get inside your vagina.
Already, dude. Okay,
Would you
but
like
go
some
on.
gold
She's
slick
in my
vodka?
apartment. We went.
No. I know, but even for her to even be in your apartment,
Yeah.
you've already like you're going great.
Right.
Yeah,
But
you can
don't
only
ask-
fuck it
yeah,
up.
Don't ask for stuff like that. Just be very like smooth in doing.
I think
I used to like to offer a pair of gym shorts or something.
she wasn't gonna stay the night, so I wasn't trying. She didn't need to get like super comfortable, like with changing her clothes or anything like that. So I'm just like, we're halfway into the movie. We're just chilling there, talking a little bit. Like that felt like it was a perfect opportunity for me to ask if she wanted to lay down. And once we lay down, see what else happens after that. She's like, no. I'm like, okay. So I'm still thinking like, why are you here?
Did
Like,
you
why
even
did
try
we-
going in for like a kiss?
Yeah, I was getting to
earlier?
that. So we're still watching the movie where I try to like scoot a little closer, and then like I give her a high five just as like we're talking. I give her a high five.
Yeah,
This is during
Everyone's head
conversation.
just like, boom.
This
High
is
five
during
is friend
this is
zone.
during conversation. I give her a high five and I kind of like pull her a little closer, and she like denies that move too. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this is just over.
Kevin's wiping the pepper spray out.
I just don't get like what the point of her coming all the way back to my place was if she wasn't trying to like if you weren't feeling me during the drink for an hour and a half that we were talking having a drink, why come back to my place just to watch a movie and
Maybe
go
she
home?
was enjoying your company, but she just doesn't want to put out.
I mean, I get that, but
Or
I told her
she
up
was-
front, like, hey, I'm hoping that maybe if we have a good time, we can go back to my place and have fun. And she came back to my place, and I thought she would want to have fun. Does anybody else understand what I'm saying?
I understand
I
what you're
think she
saying.
probably was down. You probably just messed it up.
I messed it up.
Maybe
I messed it up at my apartment.
Must have been like right around the high five mark.
I was gonna say maybe the high five gave her the ick.
Yeah.
She
Or
was not
did-
on it before that, but yeah.
Okay, so did you have drinks at your place too?
No, I offered it. I gave her She wanted water. Gave her a water, but no.
Yeah,
no
I don't know.
alcohol.
She just wasn't down, dog.
I know, but it just was. I don't know. It just put a weird feel. It just gave me a weird feeling. I'm just like, what was the
sometimes
whole
you-
point of this? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
it's like, doesn't she understand that he bought her dinner and drinks, so she owes him something? God
Oh,
damn, one of these days.
She owes me absolutely nothing. No woman knows any man anything. But it's like, why go get drinks? Go back to my place. Like all of those things, all those steps. I don't know. I just don't.
On in her head, like she probably was attracted. She probably wanted to see what happens at your place.
Yeah.
and just the vibes were just off.
Yeah.
at that moment.
It's weird because like I don't know. I feel like I put off a very friendly. My apartment's very like a very nice
Dude,
place.
it sound like a freaking dungeon.
He's like,
raid
I got
dungeon.
drinks.
I got drinks. I got a nice couch, a big TV. Like
Let's
we're
go lay
just chilling.
down.
I don't know, man. I would have banged you, Kev. I think it's her loss. I think.
It is her loss. I
Maybe,
don't know.
maybe you subconsciously messed it up because you were actually looking for something more meaningful.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Honestly, I'm
Not
actually
as
like
dumb as he
I'm
looks.
open to relationship girlfriend, but if you're telling me that you're leaving town to go halfway across the world tomorrow, I'm assuming we're both on the same page of we're not gonna date. So that's I guess just don't assume.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, it on paper, you had it in the can.
Yeah.
But there's external variables that we can't control,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll get them next time.
Get them next
Next
time.
time you'll put it in her can.
Yeah.
In the can.
Just going back real quick. You're disgusting.
I am.
So when you went in for the kiss, she did like this, or what happened?
We were talking. She's like said something funny, and I gave her a high five, and I tried to like pull her close, like I was gonna kiss her, and she's like, "I'm good right here." I was like, "Okay."
Oh,
I was like, "Okay."
So the high
And I
five is
just-
what happened before coming for the kiss.
It was
Yeah,
just
the high five immediately
think-
preceded the kiss attempt.
I think we found
Yeah.
the main ingredient
No.
here, which is like high five is great when you guys are just having fun, being silly, but then for a kiss right away after that would be kind of like.
Let's try it.
I promise it was not. It was not
I
the
don't know.
high five that did it because I asked her to go lay down before that.
Even that
She
saying
was
"go lay
still-
down" is just
So how would you
odd.
get? Okay, so how would how would you guys get
We're
from?
shooting to it straight.
How would you guys get from the couch to the bed? You wouldn't say,
No,
"Let's
no,
go
no.
lay
why,
down."
Why does it
I
have
don't
to go
understand.
to the bed? Like, so let's say like you're having a good conversation with her on the couch. You're
Yeah.
watching a movie. Get a little closer. Put your hand on her arm, whatever. Just kind of stroke the arm, and just little by little.
This is all making
when
me
you
very
look at her,
uncomfortable.
I'm taking.
look at her.
notes.
Just go for a kiss.
Go ahead.
go in for a kiss, and then if she does that, it's all good, man. She's not ready.
Fair enough.
This is why it's so nice to have a girlfriend. I just point to the ground like Max Holloway.
Oh my god.
Savage.
No, that's an inside joke between us. She does that to me.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's amazing.
I pictured you like naked. You come out of the room. You're like right now.
And then you last 6 seconds.
Immediately, boom, done, finish.
And again, I just want to say, obviously, that girl owes me nothing. I just thought,
Yeah,
you know,
I
I could
think
get some insight from some other guys on the situation.
It's always it's fine if she doesn't want to do anything, but
It's
just,
just,
like, just be a
it's
little
a chemistry
smoother.
thing.
Like,
Sometimes it's like sometimes she can maybe feel like, not that you were desperate, but you. I'm just saying you were a
fact
little
that you
more aggressive towards it, and she could sense that, and sometimes that's a turnoff.
She was receptive towards that when we were texting on Raya, though. She was like, maybe we'll see what happens when we get the drinks. Like, she was very
But she
flirty
was
back
being
and
literal.
forth.
She was like,
Things
maybe.
are so different over text.
Yeah.
Because things are so different in the apps and text and all that stuff versus in person.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because you just pick up on little facial expressions, cues, whatever in person that can like make her not feel it.
Yeah.
Or something. And it's nothing against you. It's just like it's probably more of a her thing that she just wasn't into it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
You'll get him next time, dude.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a recurring segment. Kevin's dates.
I like
Is
that.
it?
I mean,
Can we get a special graphic
you're out there
for
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay,
little
good.
Jingle.
Yes.
Kevin states. Kevin states.
Is he
Better
gonna
be
bang
prepared
her?
to-
Don't high five.
don't
I'm taking the high five out of my arsenal.
Yeah.
That one's
It
coming out
should
of
have
the
never
arsenal.
been there, bud.
It's worked.
Just don't ever say it like, you want to just go lay down?
Yeah, she's
Please
not.
don't do that.
She's not a
that
fucking
has-
German Shepherd.
You know
That's
what? You
going
know
on.
like what an ick is, right? Like
No,
Yes, I do.
like
that
new
might have
ick
worked.
unlocked.
I know that you guys are making jokes, but all of these things that I've mentioned
You've
in
done
this story,
before.
I've done with other women,
Yeah.
and they've worked.
He was going to say many other, like thousands of other.
I mean, those girls might have been down just to hook up, you know,
For
just
sure.
that. But this one was just a little more, you know,
yeah.
I don't know.
Some girls
Nice.
are into high fives, dude.
I think high five is a friendly way to get a little closer.
I agree.
But honestly, that's not even like a typical move that I would do. It just happened in the moment, and she was not on it.
What? Yeah. What'd you high five to?
She said something like funny, and it was just like, I don't know, we were just being silly. It wasn't anything
that's
serious.
great to do that. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're being supportive.
I was being a supportive gentleman. That is what I was doing.
You tried your best.
I tried. She's a nice lady, no hard feelings. It's all good.
This story is going to make Casey vape again.
Yeah.
That's called a segue. He told me about this earlier. Casey
Yeah.
used to vape.
Used to vape.
Before I did regularly, I would just hit his and get the awesome head high.
Yeah.
Now I'm a filthy, filthy fucking addict.
And then
And you quit.
I quit because I switched to Zen, and that was a successful transition. But I played golf over the weekend, played bad. Couldn't hit my irons. It was 88% of fairways and then 44% of greens in regulation, which means I'm not hitting the irons good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was distraught.
was with Mark,
This
right?
was with Mark. We play every weekend. So I didn't play well. Mark beat me.
That's me. I'm Mark. That right here.
And
That's me.
so I was distraught, and I got a
beat
vape
him.
on the
Oh,
way
don't
home.
worry, you don't have a camera.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. You do this time.
But, I'm working on the game. I'm going to get it dialed in. Don't you worry about it, Nick.
Can you go to Casey's Instagram? Casey is a legit golfer. Are you?
No, I'm
Not
no.
after that statement.
What's my hand? I'm an 8.7 handicap. So I'm
So
I'm
regularly under 80.
No, I shot 82 like 12 weeks in a row. If I break 80, it's a good day. But right now the game's just not really in an elite spot. I say elite too much, huh?
No, you don't.
This was on my birthday. I almost made a hole in one. It hits the pin. You could hear it.
Casey only says he's not good at golf compared to how good he is at rollerblading.
That's the thing. Skating, I only got better at skating because you work, you get better. You only get better. Golf is so
Plateaus.
fucked. Not only do you plateau, you will regress. It drives me nuts, man. That's
Yeah,
a pretty good
it's
swing right
definitely
there.
the hardest
does-
sport.
What's with that follow through? Why is it so?
That's sort of a punch shot, sort of Tommy Fleetwood-esque.
more
that?
distance.
Just more
Tommy
control of
Fleetwood is a
the
golfer.
club face. Because at impact, if the club face is here like this, and then you kind of just keep it that way through impact, then you're going to ensure that it's in a good position at impact. This flipping thing that a lot of amateurs do. This is a good swing here.
That's a pretty swing right there. I will
Yeah.
say that.
Very pretty swing.
Yeah. See, I used to be in a better spot. The thing is, I tinker so much with my swing that I was just not in the best spot.
Yeah, his
right
whole
now.
thing is he'll show up to the course. He's like, I'm trying this swing out.
I try something new every
And then
time.
by like the next hole or two, it's if it wasn't working, he's doing something completely different.
Yeah. But I'll get it back. I'm gonna hit the range.
He's got
this
like
week.
6 different swings he has in his rotation.
But
Another segment. Casey's golf game.
Casey's golf game. Yeah, we're playing this.
It's easy.
Yeah, yeah, writes itself. We're playing this weekend with it's one of the, so for our homies like birthdays, we'll all play together because there's 8 of us, so it's perfect, 2 foursomes, and we're playing this weekend coming up. So looking forward to that. Stay tuned to see who wins.
Can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
We got UFC Paris coming up this weekend.
Who else?
It's
Moicano.
Moicano versus Benoit Saint-Denis.
Benoit Saint-Denis.
It's a great one. I don't have a lot of action, but I do love Roosevelt Roberts at plus 600 versus Ludovic Klein. Roosevelt.
I don't know.
Could we see the card?
Yeah, bring up that card. I love Money Moicano. He's one of my favorite fighters.
Dude, he grew on me like crazy in the last month?
Yeah,
few months, I mean.
Probably a year when he did that. He had that one fight where he's like, Moicano want money.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I was eating steaks and drinking eating steak.
Iggy.
I just can't stop. Eating steaks and drinking beers in Brazil. I was fat. And he's the man. And now he told people like to read Robert Mises' economic principles, and he's all into Bitcoin.
Yeah, I heard, but what the fuck?
Hey, he's learned English in like the last 2 years.
Super fast, yeah.
He's awesome.
He's entertaining for sure.
So the main event is amazing. I think Benoit Saint-Denis is probably going to just kind of outlast him, outgas.
Yeah,
that one's the toughest one for me. Imavov versus Allen.
Yeah,
Allen looks freaking great right now, but I'm thinking like I'm kind of leaning towards Imavov.
And he's kind of a heavy favorite. Brendan Allen from Covington, Louisiana, Theo's hometown.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Brian Battle, he's been on a tear.
Yeah.
These are really good fights. It's not a lot of name value, but any Matt Frivola fight.
Steamroller.
It's our boy.
The Steamroller.
Yeah.
It's a fun card. Keep going.
Ian Kutaleva.
Umar Sy.
Korean dude.
That's the one. Roosevelt Roberts. Plus 600. It's kind of insane. He should be the underdog, but for minus 1,000, like, he's really good, really athletic, and he can snatch your neck. Vince Morales coming back after 4 straight wins after getting cut from the UFC.
Oh.
Alan Perez, she's the twerking girl. Balaji Oki, one of the most athletic guys in the UFC. That will be a banger on the feet. It's a fun card. And 9 a.m. I love...
Oh, 9?
Starts.
I love breakfast in combat.
I thought it was noon.
That's for when, I mean, he's talking about like the prelims and all that.
Right.
Yeah,
The noon's like the
Main card noon. Gotcha.
So yeah, it's a fun one.
I'll watch that after golf.
I might stream it. So check my socials. Might have a 9 a.m. stream.
Any friends showing up?
Chin, you want to come?
No, I'm talking about any other friends showing up, and then maybe I will come.
Oh no, definitely.
Okay.
Good. For people who have watched the stream, I did one. I called it Mansplaining UFC, and there was just 4 girls on the stream with me, including my girlfriend. And Chin really wants to meet one of these ladies. And she's been told about Chin. She might be a little interested as well. She likes his heights and she likes his tats.
Wow, might be interested in a high five, perhaps.
You want to just lay down right now? Let's just lay down.
Hi, nice to meet you. Lay
height,
down.
tat, and voice, she said. Height.
Oh, height. Tat and voice. Good enough for me.
I get the height and tap, but Chin's voice is kind of annoying, no?
The singing voice. Like
Yeah, my talking voice is kind of annoying.
All right, no.
I don't think it's annoying, but I mean, when he sings Fast Car,
Oh, yeah.
I'll have tears and a boner.
Let's
Those often go hand
get that
in hand.
boner going. Let's hear it.
Just gotta let it fly. Sometimes
Sometimes it sticks, sometimes it don't.
Sometimes not too happy with it, but
You gotta keep that in.
thank you for another episode of the Golden Hour. Not the best edited.
This is not the golden hour.
The after hour.
There you go.
Golden jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit?
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a
Nick has
shit?
hit me with that 8 times in the last 2 weeks.
It's always applicable.
It's
Oh,
fine.
my brother just worked on Happy Gilmore too.
Whoa.
He's a stunt man.
Any probably
imagine.
obviously can't share anything besides that, I'm sure.
I mean, I could tell you how it ends.
Happy wins.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is friends with Julie Bowen, her roommate. She worked with her on movies, and Julie Bowen mounted her TV.
Now let me ask you this: Who's
Veronica-
Julie Bowen?
Veronica Bennett, or the blonde girl, the love interest in Happy Gilmore.
Oh, right on.
You know, all of the love interest in his movies are double V names.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Veronica Vaughn.
Veronica Vaughn.
Is
Vicky
one piece
Valancourt.
of
Oh, wow.
ace.
And Virginia Venice.
Damn, you just taught me something today.
Wow.
That's so cool.
That's why people come to this podcast.
Yeah.
And
know.
his
Education.
names always end with like a Y, like Happy,
Sunny.
Billy, Nikki,
What's Bobby?
Bobby.
Whoa.
You just taught me something else.
That's what we're doing.
Dang.
2 things. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
There's no real sign off for this show.